By nature, it's the males that do battle to show who's stronger, but on occasion, that law of nature can be overturned. Chun-Li, the strongest woman in the world, and Kitana, the princess of Edenia. I'm one fish mob, and it's my job to see who would win in a fight. The Street Fighter tournament brings out a lot of different fighters, from feral man-beasts to schoolgirls, all the way to fighters who weaponize their own soul. But when it comes to brute strength, that title definitely goes to Balrog. But Chun-Li does come in at a close second. At the age of 5, Chun-Li lived with her father, who taught her Hong Quan as well as various basic exercises, and would also train with her father's friend Jen, improving Chun-Li's skills in Chinese martial arts. Chun-Li continued to develop her skills, embracing techniques from a variety of martial arts, such as capoeira, karate, taekwondo, which eventually led her to create her own style. However, just like any origin story, Chun-Li lost her father at the hands of the crime lord M. Bison. After this day, she vowed to find Bison and avenge her fallen father. Chun-Li would later follow in her father's footsteps and become a narcotics investigator at the ICPO, the International Crime Police Organization. When it comes to combat, Chun-Li prefers to use mostly kicks when fighting. This was something she picked up from her father. As a result of this, her main techniques in battle are correlated with incredibly powerful legs. The lightning legs technique is where she repeatedly kicks the opponent. The axe kick is a quick assault or countering move that can stretch about half the stage and can counter projectiles at mid to close range. Chun-Li can leap into the air and perform the spinning air kick, an anti-air attack where she spins repeatedly for combos and juggles. She can also perform the physics-defying spinning bird kick, an attack where she jumps up feet first into the air and does a split, where she then twirls her upside-down body and attacks with her legs like helicopter blades. But one of her most powerful techniques is the Senretsu Kyaku, an attack where she repeatedly kicks the opponents over and over, allowing a small window of invincibility at the beginning, which can be used to pass through projectiles. But martial arts isn't the only thing she practiced in. At some point, she learned to channel her natural ki into 2 attacks. The Kokoken is a small energy ball that is fired at an opponent that may only cause small damage, but is effective at controlling the space between Chun-Li and her opponent. And the Kikosho is where Chun-Li gathers intense ki energy in her palms, then releases a stationary concussive blast, capable of toppling even the strongest of opponents, which also causes a small wind tunnel effect. Chun-Li is certainly a powerful opponent. She was able to take down Shadaloo, was Kristen, the strongest woman in the world, became an honorary X-Men member, though it's not canon, went on to become a martial arts teacher, and sort of defeated Urien. However, Chun-Li has yet to win any major tournament and has never truly defeated Bison. This, however, doesn't hold Chun-Li back in a fight. The Mortal Kombat tournament, due to it being linked to several different realms, certainly attracts a lot of interesting faces. Blade-wielding Tarkatans, cyborgs, criminals, licensed serial killers from famous movies, and even royalty, such as the princess who wields 2 fan blades known as Kitana. As an infant, Kitana was born to King Jared and Queen Sindel thousands of years ago in the land of Edenia. Edenia experienced thousands of years of peace until the Emperor Shao Kahn conquered the land. Shao Kahn would go on to kill Kitana's father, and her mother would later commit suicide to escape Kahn. Kitana was then later adopted by Kahn, who grew up to be a loyal follower and assassin to him. However, upon discovering the truth of her past, Kitana vowed revenge against Khan. Being an assassin, Kitana has trained in several fighting styles, mainly focusing on gripping techniques, joint locks, takedowns, pressure points, and wide techniques such as kicks, throws, and distinctively evasive circular footwork. However, to complement Kitana's fighting style, she carries several weapons to inflict more lethal damage. Her trademarked weapons are steel fans, mainly used to kill Tarkatans. These blades can cut through flesh, bone, metal, pretty much anything that an opponent is made of. The flying blade is a bladed throwing weapon similar to Tanya's boomerang. Her bow is a Japanese longstaff that she uses for thrusting, swinging, and striking techniques, and gives her a greater reach in combat. And then there's the tri-blade, a blade with 3 cutting edges that is used as a throwing weapon. But when she needs to finish an opponent off, she can use one of several fatalities.
Kitana wins. Flawless victory.
She can cause people to explode like a balloon with the kiss of death, decapitate opponents with decapitation, split people in half with scissor split, rip the opponent apart with torso rip, or if she just wants to cut the opponent up into as many little pieces as she wants, she can perform the fan opener, splitting headache, dark fantasy, and splitting hairs. However, if she wants to be more brutal with her finishers, she can perform one of her brutalities. She can decapitate with Lost Girl and Off the Top, slice her opponent in half with Biggest Fan, or blow up the opponent's upper half with Back That Up. Kitana is for sure one of Mortal Kombat's deadliest assassins. She defeated her evil twin Mileena twice in a row, battled against gods, demons, monsters, and fighters from many different realms, and has trained her entire life to be an elite assassin. However, Kitana is not perfect. Kitana has been defeated by younger fighters like Liu Kang and Sonya Blade, and despite being thousands of years old, she is not immortal. Kitana has been killed in battle 2 times before. It's safe to say that anyone, if they are strong enough or lucky enough, could kill Kitana. However, they'll have to defeat Kitana first before they can kill her.
Fight!
So why did Kitana win? Well, Chun-Li was certainly stronger, could counter any of Kitana's long-range and air attacks, and could keep Kitana at a distance, but Kitana in the end was just a better fighter. Kitana's Bagua Zhang training made her more evasive than what Chun-Li is. Kitana could easily exploit Chun-Li's pressure points, and since Chun-Li has no means of protecting herself from any of Kitana's blades, Kitana could easily slice through Chun-Li's flesh and bone to do some serious damage. And let's face it, Kitana is a more experienced fighter than what Chun-Li will ever be. Not only did Kitana train her entire life, but she also battles gods, demons, monsters, and fighters that are leagues above Chun-Li on a regular basis. So for short, Kitana was just more experienced, faced stronger opponents, and could exploit the fact Chun-Li can't defend herself from pressure points and attacks involving blades. Looks like Chun-Li was just a cut above the rest. The winner is Kitana.